All right, we're taking a look at the deluxe edition of the Retro Uno deck that Mattel has put out as part of their 50th anniversary celebration. Now, as far as I know, this is being sold exclusively at Target, and I just recently became aware of it and was down in Cincinnati, Ohio, at a Target and picked it up, which I thought was fitting since Uno was developed and originally sold in Cincinnati, designed by a barber and sold out of his barber shop. Now, this is kind of fitting or matching with their, it definitely coordinates with their 50th anniversary deck. But now the anniversary deck box is a little bigger, which I thought was interesting because there's just as much, if not a little more, in the deluxe box. I picked this up. This is what I wanted when I went to Target. But I went ahead and I also picked up the retro edition of the Uno deck because they are the same cards, but this one, the deluxe edition, has a different card stock, a card stock similar to the 50th anniversary. So I wanted to compare all three of these and show you what's inside of this box. I guess I should give you a look at all the sides and the back. Got the vintage card or box back here. So I'm thinking at one point they released a deluxe edition that included the deck and the Scorepad. And this is a re-release of the deluxe edition. So here we got it is magnetic, just like the 50th anniversary edition. Got the classic looking cards with the 50 on there. I think that is so cool, very cool. Got your instruction booklet, which is the same kind of unfolding pamphlet. It's actually like it's smaller than a standard piece of paper. This is a 112 card deck. So I thought that was interesting because it comes with 112 cards. It comes with 8 wilds instead of 4. So you get your instruction booklet. It is single language, English only. And you can see you got your throwback cards. The cards are the same design as the retro deck. And then scoring, and it does have the challenge rule included for draw 4s. All right, let's dive back in here. Here's the poster. It is a pretty good size poster. I'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit. So here's the timeline with the game being invented in 1971 in Cincinnati by Merle Robbins. Shows you the original design and coloring. He sold the game to International Games Incorporated, who changed it to the old red and black. And then Uno hits the store shelves for the first time, Kmart, 1978. And then they got a dice game. International Games is acquired by Mattel. And then it gives you some different highlights. For some reason, the InSync Uno is on here in 2000. Wonder how much that's going for on eBay. So yeah, and then the back side is the classic box packaging, and that's pretty cool. I would like to frame this, hang it up. I don't know. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that they did that. They didn't need to do that. Honestly, what's in the box is pretty neat enough. Just getting the vintage deck or the retro deck with that special card stock and a score pad. So here's the score pad. Nothing underneath it. Just empty box, just empty packaging. So you got your players and the way to score. Total forward. Wild cards. Skip, reverse, number cards, subtotal. For each round. That's crazy. So you would never need to keep track of the game in this much detail. And I could see why that has not become a mainstay in the game. There's no need to do that. Most people only play for one round. and I think they're really missing out on the deeper fun within the game, because when you play for multiple rounds, keeping score, all of a sudden it matters which cards you're playing and which cards you're keeping. And then you got your deck. It's oh yeah, you can just pick it up like this. They didn't even wrap it in plastic. They just, nope, nothing underneath that. So a nice insert there to keep everything orderly. All right, so what you're gonna notice is this is a different stock. It is a little thicker. They gave it a linen finish, so you can see that. Here's a regular card, and they gave it the classic card back that I grew up with. That makes me very happy because I thought it was gonna be this. So here's the retro edition, and here's the deluxe. This is what I grew up with. Now, the only thing that bums me out is that linen finish, because the card, it feels just a bit stiffer and just a bit thicker, just thick enough to where it just doesn't shuffle as nicely, just like the 50th anniversary stock. So, but that is pretty cool. That's pretty neat. All right, let's get this one out. We can compare the colors too. That yellow and that blue seems kind of bright. So here's the red and the green. Can you see it? Put it up here. All right. Ah, yes, okay. So the retro edition is darker. Darker blue, a little bit darker green. Wow, they made it just different enough. Darker yellow. Yep. Oh, the red's the same. Cool. And the draw fours, let's compare. Here's a draw four, where's the draw four? So retro edition draw four, and the deluxe edition matches the coloring. Huh, pretty cool. Well, that is the deluxe edition. It was $15 at Target. Right now, Target's got buy two, get one free in their game section. So I was actually able to get this for a pretty decent price. I got $5 off, so I was able to get it for $10.99. I think it's definitely worth that. Everything goes back in, and boom, nice magnetic clasp. So now I've got the 50th anniversary edition and the deluxe edition. Very cool. Well, thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more games and keep on playing.